Let's run the fucking ball. Why didn't you just take a fucking knee?
This ends up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
Oh, shit. I did it again. I'm a dumbass because I don't pay attention to my fucking... But I'm here. I don't know if anybody can fucking hear me, but I'm here. They can hear me.
Yeah,
I'm not on camera, so I'm going to be on camera in a minute. You can see me up in the upper right-hand corner for right now, but I'm trying to shut it off so that I can turn on the big camera. But hashtag fuck me.
Oh. Whoops.
So I'm waiting for... Yeah, I'm a dumbass.
Yes, you are.
Shut off. Shut off! So anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? It's fucking Ezekiel Elliott, that fucking cutbag. So... Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, shit. So I gotta remove it, put it back in?
No, just hit properties,
Okay.
activate, or deactivate, and then reactivate it.
Won't pop up. Properties. Properties. I suck at this. Deactivate,
Yes.
and then reactivate.
Yeah.
It didn't work. That's because I didn't turn it on. We're good. Hey! So I'm an idiot. I'm 46. I got Alzheimer's. Deal with it. How's everybody doing tonight? I am so sorry.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Coop?
I'm doing all right. It's good to be back here again. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, except for I need to learn how to fucking use a camera. So, shut the fuck up, Evan. So anyway, I ruined. She's all up in my shit with her middle finger right now. So we got a little bit of news, and then I'm gonna give you my picks for the Super Bowl, the playoffs, and then we're gonna go into the college corner, and then we're gonna do our picks. So hopefully the show will be about an hour. We kept it at about an hour last week, so we'll try to keep it at an hour this week. So the top news, and I don't think it's really top news, but it kind of is. Ezekiel Elliott signed a 6-year extension worth $90 million. Now, of that $90 million, $50 million of it is a guaranteed contract. So he's guaranteed $50 million of that 6-year deal.
Waste of money.
I don't think it's a waste of money. I personally think he should finish out. This goes for any rookie contract. You finish out your contract before you should even think about getting the big money. That's just me, though. But what do I know? That's why I'm not a fucking GM, because I'd probably be fired in the first. I'd trade the fucker. I'd trade him. Not worth it. Not worth that kind of fucking money. It would be ironic. It would be really fucking ironic if he fucking breaks his fucking leg and can never play football again. Jerry Jones is out $50 million. What do you think?
Yep. But, I get, that's the market where it's going to now, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean, well, and there's Wendy.
Well, we have
The market. Yes.
She was agreeing with you there.
No, I know she was. No, I know she was. Oh, Wendy, probably. The market value for a running back is. I don't even think Le'Veon Bell is worth that money. I don't even know what Le'Veon Bell is getting.
I think just the market is just getting too expensive.
He's getting $13 million
per year.
So they seem to think that Ezekiel Elliott is worth more than Le'Veon Bell. That's what
And
I
he's
gathered.
getting more money than Todd Gurley now, too.
Todd Gurley will get. Todd Gurley is probably better than Ezekiel Elliott, in my opinion. He can do it all. Ezekiel Elliott is good on first and second down. He's not that great on third down, unless it's third and short.
Another person is Alvin Kamara. I think is up there with the some of the best right now.
Yes, but he's under his rookie contract. I wouldn't give him. See, but I think he's only his second year or third year. Third year.
I think it's his third year.
Yeah, I think he's on his third.
So I've never been one to. I've never been one to put stock in these rookie guys getting that money. 6 more years of the Lions kicking his ass sounds good to me. Who's that? Ezekiel Elliott? Good luck with that one. The Lions couldn't stop a running. They can't even stop the diarrhea. With fucking with fiber, binding up. Never mind, you get it.
Yes, we get it.
The Lions have
the demise of the Jesus Christ, the demise of the Wendy's teething. So.
Well, somebody also promised her a bath.
Well, oh my God. The Lions can't stop the run. And the Lions will never play the Cowboys unless they play the NFC East, which would be once every 4 years. This kid is driving me nuts.
Driving you nuts. Try dealing with this nuts today.
I'm sorry, guys. So 6 years at $90 million? I don't know if he's worth more than Le'Veon Bell. Not in my opinion. That's $15 million. That's $2 million more a year than Le'Veon Bell got. Does anybody really honestly sit out there and think that Ezekiel Elliott is better than Le'Veon Bell? Any right-minded fucking football fan?
I think he is.
I can't hear you.
Wendy.
I think he is.
You think Ezekiel Elliott is better than Le'Veon Bell?
Hmm?
What kind of fucking pot you been smoking? Ezekiel Elliott can't catch the ball out of the backfield. Oh my God! Timeout! I'm calling a timeout.
Well, I think we have to wait till Le'Veon Bell is healthy enough to actually play this season, because to me, I think he might get hurt from his absence away from football.
He stayed football ready, from what I heard.
Okay, yeah, that's good, but you're not really sure once you get in game time form, right?
Well, Ezekiel Elliott's the same way. How do we know how good he's going to be?
Right.
I don't think he's worth. I don't think he's better than Le'Veon Bell. I don't think he's better than Todd Gurley, to be honest with you. To be honest with you,
I think the best running back in the league right now is Saquon Barkley.
Ezekiel Elliott has the benefit of an offensive line. That's what Ezekiel Elliott has.
I doubt that kind of hurt.
That's just me.
You think Saquon Barkley's going to be the real deal? I think he is.
Saquon Barkley is better than Ezekiel Elliott. And it's only his second year.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He can do it all out of the back. Christian McCaffrey, I think, is better because he's a better all-around back. He can catch the ball. In the NFL, it's more than just running the ball. It's catching the ball out of the backfield, too.
Marlon Mack's going to be good for the Colts.
I understand that. Le'Veon Bell. You got Le'Veon Bell, Saquon Barkley, and Todd Gurley, and Alvin Kamara. Them 4 running backs are the best running backs in the league, in my opinion, as far as all-around back. Is Ezekiel Elliott one of the best ball carriers? Sure. still don't think he's better than Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gurley's the best all-around back, to be honest with you.
Marlon
When it
Mack's
comes
really
to
good for the Colts. He don't get a lot of credit he deserves either.
well, Marlon Mack. The thing with Marlon Mack, he's a lot of like Ezekiel Elliott.
But he can at least catch out of the backfield too.
Yeah, but not like the top 4 guys that I just gave.
No, but I'm saying he could be a good top 10 running back for sure.
He could. He's a starter. He's a starter on most teams. But
There's I think the running back position is really rich right now with just a lot of good RB1s, like, and not ones that people are thinking of right now. Like there's some guys that need to come up, like Dalvin Cook for the Minnesota Vikings. I think he's gonna have
James Conner from the Steelers.
Yeah, and then another guy I want to see is Darius Geis. We haven't seen the full potential.
From Washington,
yet.
he's pretty solid.
There's a guy that a lot of people are overlooking that hasn't played this year, is Aaron Jones from Green Bay.
Yeah,
he's
Aaron Jones.
He's looked really good in spring in training camp. He's been fighting an ankle injury, but he's going to be ready for the regular season. We'll see. I mean, it's subjective to who you like. If you like ball carrying, Ezekiel Elliott or Todd Gurley or Le'Veon Bell are your guys. If you like all-around backs, Christian McCaffrey and those other guys that I mentioned are probably the guys you want on your team.
I love Kamara.
I prefer the all-around back. I prefer the all-around back, and I prefer Todd Gurley. Why? He has size, speed, and agility. The guy is a monster.
I like Gurley. But my favorite's Kamara.
The thing with Kamara is he's not as big as Gurley is. So I don't know.
And you can tell when he got.
I don't know if Kamara can carry the ball 30 times a game consistently like Todd Gurley can. Now Todd Gurley was fighting injuries last year, but apparently he's over those. So we'll see how that pans out. Because Todd Gurley didn't play to his full potential last year.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
If he was 100% in that Super Bowl, it could have been a different story.
It would have been a different story if he was 100%. But he wasn't, and that's essentially what cost them, because they were trying to use him as a decoy because he was hurt and it didn't work.
You know, also pretty good that a lot of people don't talk about is Kerryon Johnson.
The kid from Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can say Kerryon Johnson all you want, but if he isn't catching the ball out of the backfield, then Matthew Stafford isn't going to give him the fucking ball. It's just the way it is. That's the way. It's all about Matthew Stafford in Detroit. And I said that at the beginning. That's why Detroit will never fucking go anywhere, because they rely so much on what Matthew Stafford can bring to the table. Yes, he's a great quarterback. Yes, he can throw the ball. But he throws a lot of picks. A lot of picks. And that's the kind of guy. And you won't never win. They should be able to run the ball, but their offensive line, shut up. Their offensive line isn't that great either. They're fighting injuries from what I heard. So, yeah. Now,
let's talk about Jared Goff now.
Yep, Jared Goff. He signed a 4-year extension worth $134 million. $110 million of that is guaranteed. Then go to your mother.
Oh, yeah, Wendy, I agree with that. That's way too much.
Yeah, it is. But if Carson Wentz is going to get that, then Jared Goff should get it too. I agree.
That's true. He did go to the Super Bowl.
Like I said, I don't agree in these rookie contracts. It's the same thing with these rookie contracts. I don't agree with these extensions like that. Because now Jared Goff is $110 million of that is guaranteed. Aaron Rodgers didn't even get that on his second fucking contract.
Aaron Rodgers is way better than Jared Goff.
Aaron Rodgers is. I went to the fantasy draft. He's the but is he the best rated quarterback in the draft? I think, wasn't he?
Patrick Mahomes, I think, was ahead of him.
Yeah, but he's like right there.
Yeah,
I took
he's
him. I
definitely
took him in the third round, second round of
Oh, that's
the
I
great.
think it was
fantasy
Patrick
draft.
Mahomes was the number one right now.
And Patrick Mahomes, I watched the Chiefs. They're gonna be okay. I think they
With the with we have to talk about the addition of LaShawn McCoy to the Chiefs. That was something that was added to
I
them.
forgot that happened. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I said it in the chat the other day. I don't think he adds any more wins to the Chiefs.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, I think they kind of still have.
I mean, they have. Why they? I mean, he's okay. He's not as good as he once was.
Mhm.
I just don't see him adding any more to the Chiefs. The Chiefs already have enough. He's taking carries away from Damian Williams, if anything.
Yeah, and he's also injury prone too.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do you think about Brian Hoyer being the backup in Indianapolis?
In Indianapolis
Yeah.
to Jacoby Brissett.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's pretty solid move, you know.
Oh, he is a veteran, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's what,
Yeah.
75 years old?
It's like 33.
So he's 75 years old? I'm just kidding.
I think Jacoby Brissett's going to surprise people.
I said it last week. I think they're fine with Jacoby Brissett. I don't think he's going to get as many wins as Andrew Luck. But
no, but I think a solid 8-8 or 9-7 would be okay.
Yeah, I can see that's where I have them. I have them 80. I said that last week. I think 8-8, 9-7. They're just going to miss out on the playoffs though.
Well, you never know. That AFC South is so crazy.
Well, yeah, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Brandon Marshall.
What was the deal with the Texans trades this weekend? Oh my goodness.
What did they do?
They traded 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick to get Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills, and then they traded the their linebacker or not. Oh no, the Dolphins traded their linebacker to the Saints, and then they traded another player. They traded Jadeveon Clowney to Seattle.
Okay, I don't have a problem with it. Laramie Tunsil is a pretty solid offensive lineman.
Yeah, but to give up 2 first-round picks,
but they that it was a 3-way trade. So they gave way more. They got more than what you think. Did they get back like a first-round pick? I think they did.
Yeah, they got 2 first-round picks. The Dolphins
got back
did.
2 first-round picks. Yes, because they were trading Jadeveon Clowney. They got back 2 first-round picks anyway. They really didn't lose anything. I don't think. I don't personally think. I don't think it was that bad.
They need a GM down there.
I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, he got an offensive lineman who was a first-round pick from the Dolphins, who need an offensive lineman, but they traded away their best offensive lineman because why not? Let's break Ryan Fitzpatrick's back before the season even fucking starts.
Yep, they'll have to put Josh Rosen in.
Josh Rosen, I think, should be the starter, in my opinion. Josh Rosen, I watched Josh Rosen play against the Packers. Yes, the Packers' defense was terrible. The Cardinals suck, and they beat the Packers. He looked like he can play. I like Josh Rosen. I think he's better than fucking Baker Mayfield. There, I said it. I mean, it was the 7th or 10th pick in the draft?
Yeah, I think it was the 10th.
I mean, this is the problem with Arizona. They traded away their first-round pick to get another first-round pick, so you wasted a first-round pick when you could have drafted an offensive lineman at that spot instead of drafting a quarterback and waiting. Arizona is the team that needs a fucking general manager. That's what I think. Now, what'd you say, Sarah?
I think Kyler Murray's going to be a bust.
Of course he is. Everybody's banking that he's going to be fucking Russell Wilson. If you look at Russell Wilson, when he came out, won that job in preseason. Kyler Murray won that job because he was the first pick in the draft, and Cliff Kingsbury has a hard-on for fucking quarterbacks like him. I don't know why. It's an RPO, run pass option type of offense. How hard is that? Can't be that hard to fucking run. You either throw it, if the running lane isn't there, you throw it. How fucking hard is that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that offense will work in the NFL. We shall see. Because I played Madden today and the fucking Bears were running it against me. I kept on fucking destroying them. Like 10-yard losses and shit. I'm the Packers. Imagine that shit. Brandon Marshall was released by the Oakland Raiders. I don't know if y'all knew that. He was an inside linebacker. He's a Pro Bowler. Yep. Why they were releasing guys like him? They need guys like him.
And then why would you go out and claim Deshaun Kaiser on waivers when you already have like three quarterbacks there?
Well, they can fucking have him. Deshaun Kaiser, he looked pretty good last week against the Chiefs. I think he doesn't fit what Green Bay was trying to do, so they got rid of him. See, you look at Green Bay. They're a system type team. Like I said this last year. They're a system type team. You've got to John Gruden, because of the type of quarterback Deshaun Kaiser is, that he fits that system. It's more of a pocket. With Green Bay, you have the option to get outside. Now, I'm not saying Deshaun Kaiser can't run, but he's not like Tim Boyle, man. He just came on at the end. He looked really good this preseason. I thought he looked really good last year. I would have fucking released Deshaun Kaiser last year, but
I thought they would have released him after they saw the episode of you breaking her hand.
Well, Daniel Jones looked pretty good for the Giants.
What's that?
Daniel Jones looked pretty good for the Giants.
He does, but he's a rookie. He hasn't met he wasn't starting. Eli Manning was starting.
So, no, I know, but he'll be his backup for sure.
Of course you better not get rid of the 6th pick in the draft. Better have him as at least your backup. Or else, what the fuck are you drafting the guy for? I think Eli Manning, this will be Eli Manning's last year, I think. It should be Eli Manning's last year. So, yeah. Brandon Marshall got released. Again, Brandon Marshall got released by Oakland. I know that's not big news. That was done last week. It is what it is. I don't really give a shit. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. Green Bay probably could have picked him up, but they don't need a guy like that.
I'll be right back with you guys. I just got somebody at the door.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else out there, Sarah? I should.
Not really.
Okay. I know the season starts tomorrow. We'll get into the picks here at the end. I'm going to say this. If you want to do picks, Sarah, you're going to be picking with us as we go, so you don't have to worry about sending anything to Wendy.
Sweet.
Sending anything to Heather. But if you want picks, DM Heather at Goonie20, and she'll write your picks down, and we'll tell you how you did the following week. Tomorrow night, they have to be in before the game starts tomorrow night. Or before the game ends. I'd rather have them before the game starts, because if somebody turns their picks in at the end of the game, then that's kind
of. Alright, could you talk about Saints getting Kiko Alonso?
Kiko Alonso? I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, Kiko Alonso got traded to the Saints.
Nico Alonso. Boy, the Dolphins are just dumping people, aren't they?
Yeah, they're trying to tank. I think they're trying to
No, they
regroup
they
or
aren't going
so.
to be very good this year anyway. They were gonna be they were gonna be lucky if they won 2 games this year. With the guys they had. So there's nothing wrong with trading players, and they probably got picks back in the process of that, right?
Yeah, we'll have some more cap space, which is
And
good.
cap
So
space. There's nothing wrong with that. If look, and the major leagues do it. The teams that really nobody did that this year. Just getting rid of players. They're not tanking. They already know that they're not going to be very good. So why keep a guy that's not going to really? He might produce for you, but get something for his value while you can. I don't have a problem with it. And I don't agree with everybody saying, well, they're tanking. No, they're not tanking. It's just they're
they're
rebuilding.
rebuilding.
So why not trade away somebody, get picks, or clear up some cap space, or whatever. Get a younger player, build from there, and go. I have no problem with it. Because Green Bay, you'll never see Green Bay do that. They might trade away a player, but they're not tanking. Anybody in the NFL that fucking tanks, that GM needs to be fired immediately. He's a fucking idiot. Bottom fucking line. There is no such thing
You
as
ready to
tanking in
do
the
the
NFL.
college?
You are there to win. You are not there to get the first pick in the draft. That's not what you want. You don't want to be that team every year. Cincinnati Bengals, fucking Detroit Lions. Who else was there? Cleveland Browns were there for a while. Look at the Cleveland Browns, what they've done. Who else is there?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Well, Tampa Bay is there because they fucking have shitty management.
They usually end up being the last team of the year every year anyway.
The Buffalo Bills, which they're getting better. The Jets. I'm just
The Ravens. They were supposed to tank, but they surprised a lot of people.
They were. They did a wholesale and they damn near. Well, they won the division last year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They had the best defense in the league last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was. They were unexpected.
So I have my playoff predictions here right in front of me, and here's my playoff teams in order from 6 to 1: Houston, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Baltimore, the LA Chargers, and the New England Patriots are my top 6.
The Chargers are
The Chargers.
The
Chargers. Yeah. Well, Baltimore's going to have a tougher road. That's not to say that Baltimore won't get far, but my top 6 in the NFC from bottom to top is Dallas, Chicago, Green Bay, Philly, New Orleans, and the Rams. I think Green Bay may win the NFC North this year. They're talking. This could be a really bad year for the NFC North in 8-18. Like a few years ago, the Packers were 8-7-1 and won the NFC North. Chicago's not surprising anybody. Just throwing that out there right now. Chicago's not surprising anybody. The only reason that they went 13-3 is because of their defense. Definitely wasn't because of their offense. And if I remember right, they had the best defense in the league a few years ago, and the very following year, everybody figured them out. And their offense was shit. It's still shit. And they ended up with the second pick. I think they started out with like the third pick in the draft, went up a pick, and that's when they got Mitch Trubisky. So I don't want to hear, well, the Bears got the best defense in the league. No, they don't. Baltimore does. What do you guys have as in the AFC?
My 6 teams are the Colts for the wild card, number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 would be I don't know. Number 5, I think I'm going to go with the chart. Well, No, maybe I'll go with Kansas City.
Okay.
Number 4 would be Cleveland.
Oh, they ain't winning the NFC. Okay, that's right. You did pick them. No. How can you? No, they can't. That can't be. So you're gonna? Didn't you have
No, because I
Pittsburgh?
picked the Steelers.
You
That's
picked
right.
the Steelers. I think the Cleveland Browns are going to be just outside the playoffs this year. They're going to be about 8 and
Number
8.
4 would be the Steelers.
Okay.
3 would be the Texans.
Okay.
Number 2 would be
Didn't you pick
Kansas.
Jacksonville? Didn't you pick Jacksonville?
Oh yeah, I did.
So Jacksonville would have to be number 3.
Number 2 would be.
You
I picked the Chargers, didn't I?
You did.
I'll pick the Chargers and then the Patriots number 1.
Okay. So what that's telling you is in the AFC East, I'm picking the Patriots, which we didn't cover. I think the Patriots are going to be the best team in the AFC, finishing the regular season this year. They're going to be.
And then the NFC, I have number 6. I have
Wendy. Go ahead.
I have Philadelphia.
As number 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 5, I have the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh, they're going to struggle this year, but okay. That's fine.
Number 4, I have the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Number 3, I have Chicago Bears.
Okay.
Number 2, I have the Rams, and number 1, New Orleans.
I have mine flip-flop. I have New Orleans and then the Rams. New Orleans, I don't think they're gonna be good, but I don't think they're gonna beat the Rams. The Rams are gonna be again that good, and they're gonna be better than they were last year. Their defense is shored up. I don't think you'll be seeing fucking stupid interference calls again. They got rid of the guy that did that interference call actually. I don't know who he plays for now. But I picked Philly.
He got waived by the Lions this past weekend.
Huh?
That Johnny Ray Lewis, I think it's what his name was.
No,
he got
it
released
was
by the Lions.
LaMarcus Joyner is the one that did the interference. The one that was blown.
Yeah, he plays for the Raiders.
Yeah, he's not getting cut. He's good. He just made a mistake. I picked Philly just because I think Philadelphia last year made some strides. I think now that they have finally stuck with Carson Wentz, that will solidify Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is good. I don't think he's as good as Jared Goff, but I think he's good. Dallas, they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to be overwhelmingly great because Dak Prescott isn't that great of a quarterback. Not bad. He's just, I don't think he can get them. And Ezekiel Elliott is not getting them over the fucking hump. They need a passing game as well. New Orleans, I have them at number 2.
Cooper's pretty good, and so's Michael Gallup.
Huh?
Oh, well, thank you.
Do what?
Oh, she mentioned my name. She thought I was pretty good. So
again, you're right. They have good receivers, but if you don't have a quarterback that's mediocre, you ain't going anywhere. You're not. You have to. This is a quarterback-driven league, not a running back-driven league. That's the way I see it. If he makes strides, then I'll probably say, okay, well, I fucked up. But until then, I'm gonna stick with Philly. I think Dallas is a 9-7, 10-16 at best. Amari Cooper.
I think the Super Bowl, I have the Saints and the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, I wasn't gonna go that far that quick. Heather, what about you?
Hold on.
Well, if you got open, I'll go to Coop. Coop, what do you got?
I have it open.
Oh, what?
You got the Jets going to the Super Bowl, don't you?
Yeah, see that?
No. I thought Heather was gonna go first, but
Well, she had to open it up. Well, she's ready now, so I'll come back to you.
I was just gonna
Okay.
them off myself. Going 6 all the way to 1.
Yes.
6, I think, is going to be the Jets. 5th is going to be the Chargers. 4th, I'm going to say the Chiefs.
You think the Chiefs are going to be the 4th best team in the AFC? Okay.
3rd, Steelers.
Okay.
2nd, the Ravens.
Can't do that. Ravens and the Steelers are in the same division. The top 4 teams, 1 through 4, are your top 4 teams.
And move the Steelers down to outside looking in.
So not making the playoffs then?
Yes.
Okay.
Ravens in 2nd.
Okay. The fucking homer.
Patriots first.
Well, if you don't put the Patriots at number 1, you're silly. They're in the AFC East. What about the NFC? I mean, true. It's a true story.
Sorry, I hate the Patriots, so I'm not gonna choose.
No, I get it, but there ain't nobody that's gonna beat them. Not this year, anyway.
6th is going to be the Eagles.
Tough call. Okay.
5th, Rams.
Wow. You're not even gonna have them winning the division?
Nope.
Jesus Christ, you need to lay off the pot.
I need a vacation from this kid. Everybody else gets vacations from their kids.
Well, when she turns 1, we'll leave her at home next time. Go ahead.
It's the 4th one, right?
Mm-hmm. Now you're the division champions.
I think I'm gonna go Seahawks.
It's a good pick, but they're winning the division. They aren't beating the fucking Rams.
3rd, Saints.
Okay.
2nd,
You got the NFC North and the AFC West. Or NFC what? No.
Giants.
Do you think the Giants are going to finish number 2? Okay.
No, sorry, Rams.
You already said the Rams.
Stop it. So you have the Giants and then Packers.
Okay. So those are going to be your 6 playoff teams.
Yep.
Okay.
Child o' mine. Enough.
So the final 4, I have New England, Los Angeles, Baltimore, and Kansas City in the AFC. I have the Rams, the Saints, Philadelphia, and Green Bay. The Rams, Saints, Philadelphia, and Green Bay are my final 4.
Hey!
I hate when this fucking child just fucking has to be the center of fucking attention. Hold on. Fucking give her a fucking Oxycontin and knock her the fuck out. Kidding. I would never do that to my kid. What about you, Sarah?
I have in the AFC New England, Pittsburgh,
Mhm.
Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
and the Chargers.
Okay.
And then for my final 2 in that, of those 2, I have Kansas City and New England.
Okay.
And then for my NFC, I have Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
the Rams,
Mm-hmm.
and the Cowboys.
Okay. I forgot to go back to you, Coop.
And then my final two, and that is the Saints and Philadelphia.
That's all right. She already did it. Go ahead, Coop. What's your top six? There's 6 playoff teams, and then do your final 4.
I'll try and speed it up a little bit. I'll do the opposite. I'll start with my first two teams in the AFC. So my first 2 teams, I'm going with the Chiefs actually to win the AFC. And then the second team I've got is the Jaguars.
Okay.
The Jaguars I actually have second overall for the bye. Third, I've got the Ravens.
Okay.
Fourth, I actually have. I really want to say the Jets, but just to be safe, I'll go with the Patriots.
Okay.
So, and then the wild cards, I've got the Browns in 5th.
Okay.
And I've got the Chargers in 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the final 4 teams would be, I guess, would be the Chiefs and the Jaguars against the who do I have? I have the Browns and I have the Patriots moving on. That's fine.
Okay. Who do you have in the AFC Championship game then?
AFC Championship game?
Yes.
I've got the Chiefs and the Jaguars.
Okay. Who do you have winning?
Who I have winning?
Mm-hmm.
I have the Jaguars.
Okay, so the Jaguars are going to the Super Bowl for you.
I think they're going to bounce back.
I do too. I think they're going to be really good. I think they're going to be a year away.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
But
what about your NFC?
NFC, number 1, I've got the Rams winning.
Okay.
Second, I've got the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean that's a good pick. I mean the Eagles are going to bounce back too. People are forgetting about them. Everybody's talking about the fucking Saints, but I'm telling you, you're forgetting about the Rams and the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to be mine. Those are...
Third, I've got the Saints.
Okay.
Fourth, I've got the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth, I've got the Seahawks.
Okay.
And sixth, I've got the who I got for 6th. It's a tough between the Bears and the Vikings for that one. But I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Really? You're gonna? Yeah. The Bears are. I don't think the Bears are gonna surprise anybody. So that's
Not
just,
yet, anyway.
That's just no. They're done surprising. I don't think they're gonna be that good. It's gonna be a couple of years. Mitchell Trubisky's got to get better, or else this team isn't going anywhere. Sorry.
It's
Who's
right.
your final 4? Who's your final 4?
Final 4. I've got the I've got the Eagles and the Saints. I've got the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the what was the other?
Rams.
The Rams.
Rams.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Rams moving on to the Super Bowl actually. So.
Okay, so your final 2 is the Rams and who?
The Rams and the Jaguars. Marcus Jones.
Who's your in the NFC? Who's your NFC Championship game?
NFC Championship game? Oh, it would be the Rams and it would be the Saints.
Okay, and the Rams beat the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have the Chargers beating New England, and the Rams beating the Philadelphia Eagles.
You think it's still Trevor's time?
I have the Rams winning it all.
Nice.
I just think the Rams. It's the Rams' year this year.
I think what they showed last year, that they're young enough to go back and make that repeat.
They're hungry. They looked like ass last year and want to correct the things that they did. Mm-hmm. They got better too. That's the thing. And they're a year older and young, which is scary as hell. Mm. They could be the Patriots now. That's how good they are.
Yeah.
They could be, because that's how young they are.
Right. And plus their coaches with their young mentality.
The coach is 35, I think. He's
I
very
thought
young.
he's 38 now or something.
Or he might
Oh,
be. but
33.
He's only. That's right.
33.
He is only 33. He's like really freaking young, but he's a
Wow.
genius.
Wow.
He's the
Matt
same
LaFleur.
age as
Matt
my
LaFleur.
brother. So.
Matt LaFleur came from. That's where Matt LaFleur came from. And with the type of offense that he runs, I love it. It's all about the routes. It just it confuses people, and the Bears are going to struggle with that. And they did last year. You've seen that. I mean, there are times where Green Bay confused the Bears with what they did. It's just Green Bay was fighting injuries. If Green Bay can stay healthy, they are one of the better teams in the NFC. They just have to stay healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got the offense firepower to compete against the Saints.
Yeah, they got the exactly. They have the offensive firepower to compete with anybody. It's their defenses where they need short, and they have. They look pretty good. At the beginning of the game last week, they looked a little shaky, but then they figured stuff out, and they didn't even play. Haven't played any of their starters at all. A little here and there, so they could be scary good this year. So we'll see. Moving.
Ready to do the college thing then, or
I can't hear you, Sarah. I'm sorry. Just hold on a second.
She wanted to move on to college.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting ready to. But so I've got the Final Four. My top four for college football this year. Number 4 is Oklahoma. Number 4 will be Ohio State. I think I picked Ohio State. Number 3 will be Oklahoma. Number 2 will be Alabama or Georgia, and number 1 will be Clemson. I don't see Alabama getting in because I think they're going to lose to LSU this year. I think LSU is going to beat Alabama because Alabama lost a lot last year. Yes, they reloaded, but so did LSU. Plus, they are a year older. I see.
my Final Four?
Go ahead.
My Final Four: Ohio State,
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's kind of a toss-up between Alabama and Georgia for me,
Okay.
and then Clemson, of course.
Right. Who you got, Alabama or Georgia?
I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards Georgia because Alabama didn't look that great against Duke at the first half.
Yeah. Well, they didn't look that good against Wisconsin in the first half, and then
Oklahoma impressed me though. Jalen Hurts, he was phenomenal.
yeah. Well, it's the Big 12. I'm gonna throw that out there. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but still,
No, they do.
I think
Oklahoma's been there the last 2 years. It's the Big 12. They don't know how to play defense in the Big 12. Either that or they're only
I
play
think
with
my
good
final
teams.
2, I have Clemson, and I think I'm gonna do an upset Oklahoma.
Clemson and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going Clemson and Oklahoma myself, or Clemson and Georgia. I'm sorry. I don't. Georgia's better than Alabama was this year. If Georgia loses, because Georgia fucked up. The talent itself. I don't think it's going to be coaching that cost them. It's going to be the players on the field. But
Yeah.
with the talent that Georgia has, I see Georgia. I see Georgia and Clemson. But in the championship game, I see Clemson just
I think
destroying.
Clemson's gonna take it again.
Clemson's really good. Clemson lost a lot, but they have guys coming up behind them.
I love that Trevor Lawrence kid.
They got a lot of guys that came up from last year that got a lot of playing time.
Plus their quarterback.
Man, that kid is ridiculous.
Phenomenal.
Kid's fucking
He's a generational talent. Trevor Lawrence.
generational talent. I haven't seen a talent like this since
I was 3.
don't think I've ever seen a talent like this. As a freshman, I don't think I've ever seen a kid be that poised against a defense that fucking good ever. This kid's the real deal. This kid.
I'm sorry. I just hear this music that's playing in the background. That's
It's
going.
her little toy.
It's her little toy. It's keeping her occupied. Shut her up.
It's a great little music soundtrack.
Music for everyone. That's what you're hearing. Bingo was his name. O-P-I-N-G-O. That's what she's playing now. But I see Clemson winning. Trevor Lawrence
I do too.
is that guy. He's next to John Elway.
Oh, I think he's better than John Elway.
That's a stretch, but yes, could be. Lombardi? Vince Lombardi didn't play.
No, but he's got the voice and talent and go on to be a good coach.
Well, he's going to be a fucking phenomenal player. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey, actually, you know what? I Peyton Manning. I keep forgetting about him. He could be the next Peyton Manning. He's just got to show the on-field intelligence that Peyton Manning does before I go that far.
I agree. I think he could be.
Who are you going with? You going to go with Oregon and Washington?
Probably Washington. Probably Washington, one of the local guys here. Hopefully, maybe I can go across the border and maybe check out a college game or something.
Do it, because Oregon's going to be good this year. Washington's going to be okay this year.
Mm-hmm.
I would go see Justin Herbert.
Washington State's supposed to be decent.
Okay, Oregon's not too far from us either, I don't think. So.
No, it's just a state away.
Okay, yeah, a little bit of a bus trip, but hopefully this year I'll be able to catch some college games across the border while I do stand up.
Yep, I'll do stand up. Stand up and sit the fuck down. I'm kidding.
You're gonna stand up, say on my ankle.
On my ankle, and sit the fuck down. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to?
Nope, I think we can go to our pick'ems now.
What are you running the show?
No.
Right. Just kidding. All right, so here we go. The way I'm going to do this now, and this is week 1. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to give you the spread. Now, I'm not going to say you have to. I'm not picking against the spread. I'm just giving you the favorite. That's all I'm doing. Telling you who's favored in this game. That's essentially what I'm. But I'm giving you the spread, just for informational purposes. So tomorrow night, will I break the over/under on how many times I punch a fucking chair? That's what you need. That's what you need to know. The Packers and the Bears. The Bears are favored by 3, and that's it. They're favored by 3. That tells you a lot about the Bears. They don't have much faith in their offense. They're going to rely on their defense. But can their defense hold up if the Packers stay healthy? They are a threat. They are a threat. I like Matt LaFleur's philosophy on offense. A lot of rub routes, a lot of not trickery, but a lot of crossing and doing stuff, running zig routes. I love what he has shown on if you haven't watched some of the routes, it's a lot like the Rams. If you've watched the Rams and the routes that they run, it's kind of the same thing. That's what I see. And with Aaron Rodgers being as seasoned as he is, more than Goff, and look at how successful Jared Goff was last year. Imagine Aaron Rodgers in that offense last year. They probably would have fucking destroyed New England. I'm going to go with the Packers in this one. It's going to probably be a game like fucking last year, the first game of the year. I'm going with the Packers. It's going to be close. It's going to be probably like last year. It's going to be like 26-23 or 24-21, something like that. It's not going to be – the Bears aren't going to fucking destroy you this year, I don't think. Sarah, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
It's gonna be a good game. It has the makings for a good game. If Green Bay can play defense like I know they can, and I've seen, I think they'll be fine. I agree. It's just one of those things. Heather?
I'm going with the Packers. I don't see the Bears having much of a shot against any team.
Well, they're going to be good. They're going to probably win 8, 9 games, 10 games this year. They're going to be at 8 to 10 win season. They're going to win games. It's just they have a tough schedule. They're playing all the first place teams in the NFC this year. They're going to be playing the Eagles and Rams and Saints. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be and beating Green Bay twice. That's going to be tough. So there's 4 losses right there. We'll see. Coop, what about you?
I'm going to go with the Packers because I think Aaron Rodgers needs to come out with a win tomorrow for the Packers, especially against the divisional rival, right? So this is a very important win for the Packers.
It is. And it is the first game of the year, but Aaron Rodgers has not been on the field at all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep that in mind. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to offer. And if Deshaun Kaiser can be successful in the fucking offense that they ran last week, imagine Aaron Rodgers again. That's why I'm picking the Packers. The Bears have not looked good at all. Next game, 12 o'clock, Chiefs versus the Jaguars. This is one of those trap games. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5. And the only reason that they're favored by 3.5, I can tell you, is because of their offense. I'm picking the Jaguars in this one. I watched the Chiefs last week. It's one of those toss-up games. And it's not one of those. There is a couple of pick-em games in here. But this is one of those games where the spread is too close. And I think the Jaguars are better than everybody's giving them credit for. If the Jaguars can run the ball and play their defense like they did the last couple of years, their defense has not been bad the last couple of years, they're going to beat people. And like Coop thinks they're going to the Super Bowl. So I'm picking the Jaguars.
Hold on, I gotta get Carl from Dan back. He only just got here, so he only missed the first one. Packers versus.
I'm going with Kansas City.
Okay.
I'm going with the Chiefs as well.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Jags. I think the back committee of Williams and McCoy is going to be a little bit dysfunctional in this first game. And I think Leonard Fournette is going to be a force to be reckoned with. So I think I'm going to go with the Jags.
Right. I can't disagree with you. I just think I don't think the Chiefs are going to have the year they had last year. I just don't see it. I think Patrick Mahomes might even take a step back. He might throw more picks this year than he did last year. Can't rely on one guy. Sorry. I don't think Damian Williams is that good, and I don't think LaShawn McCoy is going to add anything to the Chiefs at all. At all. Next game. Go ahead.
I think Canadian Baseman is a Cleveland Browns fan there in the chat.
Yes, he is.
You will not poo on my chest. The Falcons versus the Vikings. Now, the Falcons are at the Vikings. So, Packers at Bears, Chiefs at Jaguars. So, the Jaguars at home. And the Falcons at the Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 4.5. 4 points. Sorry, not 4.5. 4 points. I'm picking the Vikings because the Falcons are not going to be very good this year. I'm picking the Vikings.
Going with the Vikings.
Vikings are going to be right on the cusp of the playoffs. I almost picked them to go to the playoffs this year. Heather?
I'm going with the Falcons. I think the first game is going to be a tough one for the Vikings.
They don't lose at home. Keep in mind. Just saying.
I'm going to go with the Vikings because Devontae Freeman scares me in that back.
Falcons are not that good. They're okay. They'll be a 7-9, 8-8 team, 9-7 team. We'll see. The Browns or the Titans at the Browns. The Browns are favored by 5.5, just a little under a touchdown.
I'm going with the Browns.
I am going with the Browns as well. Titans. Now, keep in mind the Titans have a very good running back. They have a decent offensive line.
Did she pick the Vikings?
Taylor Lewan's out for 4 games. He's suspended.
Okay, well, they don't have to run to Taylor Lewan all the time.
No, he's the offensive lineman.
Well, that's only one guy, though. They have 4 other guys, and I think their 4 other guys are okay. But I am going to pick the Browns. This is that game where I take the Titans if I was a betting man. I don't think it's going to be.
Sir, did you pick the Vikings?
Yeah. No. Yes.
Yes.
Finally answered.
I said yes. I nodded my head. Whatever.
I'm going to go with the Browns too. I think they're just going to be a lot of firepower, I guess, for Tennessee to handle.
It's going to be closer than the experts think. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Why are they called the Browns? Because how do I phrase this? The guy that created the team or he was the founder. His last name was Paul Brown. He founded the Browns and he named his team the Cleveland Browns. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with the Cleveland Steamer. Usually when I go take a shit, I say I've taken the Browns to the Super Bowl, but can't say it anymore, especially if they're going to be as good as everybody thinks.
Yeah, especially if they're actually a contender.
Right? I mean, I'll still say it because it's funny. The next game is the Bills at the Jets. The Jets are favored by 3 points.
I'm going with the Jets.
You're going with who?
The Jets.
I'm going with the Jets myself. Coop, you going with the Jets?
Oh, yeah.
You think they're going 16-0, don't you?
No. I think they're going 0-16. No, 15-1.
They're going 15-1. Okay. So full of shit. Okay. Heather's game. The Ravens are at the Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored by 7. I'm just kidding. The Ravens are favored by 7. I don't think that. I'm gonna give you this. If you were a betting man, over under, how many games do you think the Dolphins would be favored in? Over under 5 games.
Under.
Who?
I don't know. I think I'm not really an over under guy, but I think if you were a betting man with that, I think maybe about 6 games.
Okay, so you go over. I'd go over. I think they'll be favored in a few, but they'll probably lose those games. Mm-hmm. They'll be favored.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Well, I'm going. Everybody's going. Anybody that goes with the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins are tanking.
Yeah, Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Yep, but that's not a real thing. But.
Meanwhile, he's over there blowing bubbles.
Wendy's over here blowing bubbles?
You don't hear?
Yeah, she's also fucking ripping my phone apart.
It's your choice. Leave it then.
Whatever. She's over there with my phone going. She's ripping it apart. The next game is the Redskins at the Eagles. The Eagles are favored. This is tied for the biggest point spread of the weekend. 9.5 points.
Wow.
I'm going with the Eagles.
I am going with the Eagles as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Heather?
Eagles.
Okay. The next game, and I know you're Eagles? What's an Eagle, Dan? What's an igloo? There's no igloo in football.
Unless there's no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball.
One of my all-time favorite movies, by the way.
The next game, the Rams at the Panthers, and this kind of surprised me. The Rams are only favored by 2.5 points. Now,
Wow.
that being said, it is the Panthers. The Panthers are going to. The Panthers are going to be competitive. Going to say that. I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. Just
I'm going with the Rams.
because, I mean, the Panthers are going to be competitive. Don't be surprised if they don't win this game, and it'd be one of those games that the Rams lose from the hangover from the Super Bowl. But I'm picking the Rams. Sarah?
Rams.
Heather?
Rams.
Who?
Rams. I don't think Cam Newton is healthy enough, is he?
No, but I think they have a pretty solid backup. Who's their backup?
I have no idea.
That would be about the question, which he's in the chat.
It's not Tyrod Taylor. I know they got fucking rid of him. He's actually in.
Browns, isn't it?
No, he's with the Chargers now. So moving on. The next game. The Colts at the Chargers. And the Chargers are favored by 6.5 points. Will Grier. Yeah, he's not bad. He's pretty good in college. He was favored to win the Davey O'Brien Award before Kyler Murray decided to. The fuck are you doing? Fucking just typing in my fucking PIN number.
No, I'm watching the different girl going over there. Boom, boom, boom.
This
Yeah,
one's a
she's-
tough one for me.
I'm going Chargers.
Yep.
They're at home.
Yeah, but
Is
they
that-
don't have Derwin James, Russell Okung, and Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, but do you know who the Colts don't have? Andrew Luck.
I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Charger in this one.
Me too. You agree, Heather?
Much as it pains me, I think I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Everybody timestamp that. Sarah went with the team not named the Colts. What the fuck are you doing?
Sounded like she just tried to poop.
She just
I
wiped
think
her
it'll
ass
be a
with my phone.
3-point game or less.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm not gonna deny that, but I think it's gonna come down to who Phillip Rivers will be the difference.
Mm-hmm.
The next game, another 9.5 point spread. The Bengals at the Seahawks, probably the second worst team in the NFL. In the Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
If you go with
Seahawks.
the Bengals, you need to quit watching football.
Seahawks.
Seahawks will win this one. No, she did. I was being a smartass. Where the fuck is this kid at? Oh, there she is. Done up on my phone.
Seahawks.
Heather?
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
I mean, Bengals.
The next game is the Giants at the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are favored by 7.
Cowboys.
Yep.
Gonna go with the Cowboys. The Giants have improved, but they aren't winning this game.
Not yet.
Cowboys.
Coop?
Cowboys.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah. We're gonna dance this, but he'll chime in a minute.
Well, Dan's more worried about fucking what DJ Skinny Penis is doing in the chat than fucking paying attention. So the next one is a pick'em, and I can tell you, this is why the 49ers suck. The 49ers at the Buccaneers.
Oh, boy.
This is a pick'em.
Which game is this? The 49ers and who?
The Buccaneers.
Oh, I'm going to go the Niners.
You think so?
Yeah.
Even though the Buccaneers improved on defense?
Yeah. Jameis Winston's terrible.
He's not that bad. Apparently, he's had a pretty good preseason. He's got some receivers he can throw to.
That's true.
It's a pick.
This is a toss-up for me, too.
It is. And I hate the fucking 49ers, so I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Buccaneers because you never know from Jimmy G if he's going to play well or not.
Or he's going to fucking get hurt.
Yeah, so that's the biggest thing is Jimmy G going to stay healthy for this game?
Right. Jimmy grab a polo.
Oh, I think Brissett's better than Garoppolo, personally.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Grab a polio. Everybody picked? Got it?
Yep.
The next one. The Lions at the Cardinals.
I'm with the Lions.
Almost to pick them. The Lions are only favored by 2.5. I'm going with the Cardinals because they've improved on defense.
Yeah, I was about to actually. I think I'm going to go with the Cardinals in this game because David Johnson I think is going to come back. It's the battle of the Johnsons and the RB positions in the back. So I think David Johnson's going to bounce back and get a couple of TDs in this game.
And they do have a good receiving core. Kyler Murray, it's going to take him some time. He and Brett Hundley can give you that experience back there. He's in the right system.
Sorry, freaking
basement. And with Brett Hundley, if Kyler Murray runs into trouble, they have that, and Brett Hundley can probably run that system because he came from UCLA and they kind of ran the same thing. So
you know what? I changed my pick. I'm going with Arizona.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm not trying to sway anybody here. By the way, when I say you really think that's going to happen, the only reason I'm asking that's a bold pick.
It's more of a toss-up. That game is really.
It is. It's 2.5 points, so it's not.
It literally goes out either way.
It could, but I see the Cardinals actually winning this game. It's not saying because it's the Lions. It's just the Lions. They're one of those teams that they're right down there at the bottom with the Cardinals. In fact, I think they have it. It's the Dolphins, the Bengals, then the Cardinals, and then the Lions at number 29. But the Lions, they aren't. No, how did they say? Yeah, it's the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Cardinals, and the Lions. There might be somebody in between. The Lions probably aren't going to have a very good year. They're gonna struggle, I think. Has their team improved? Have the Lions improved? If anything, they've degraded more than they've improved. They need help in their receiving core. They don't have Golden Tate anymore.
They did go from a 2 running back system to now just a 3 down back. So I give them credit for that.
3 down back.
Well, Kerryon Johnson I think is a 3 down back.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
you think he can play all 3 downs?
That's why I thought they kept him on there, so that instead of having two running backs, they would just have one guy.
Well, as Matthew Stafford goes, that team goes. If he can throw 20, if he throws the ball 50 fucking times, they ain't winning. They're not winning. They have to run the ball.
Yeah.
They have to.
I think I'm going to change my 49er pick to the Bucks now.
Okay, that's fine. Did you pick, Heather?
I went with the Lions because it's one of those games where it's like,
Well, you're out of the fucking house. Pick the fucking Lions. Next game. Steelers at the Patriots. Patriots are favored by 5.5. Going Patriots.
I'm going for the Patriots.
Patriots. They're at home.
Wait, who's the Patriots against?
Steelers.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go with the Patriots at home.
And the reason, I don't think the Steelers are going to be as good as everybody thinks because,
No.
yes, Juju Smith-Schuster is a great receiver, but he reminds me of Devontae Adams. And look at how much it hurt Green Bay to not have that second receiver. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback, in my opinion, than Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger needs that second guy. He does not have that. And he has James Conner, but how good is he? Don't know. So I'm going with the Patriots. I think Steelers might be a 9-7, 8-8 team. They're going to be good because their defense is usually pretty decent. Heather?
Patriots.
Everybody picked?
Yeah.
The next game, and I think it's a Sunday night game, it's the Houston Texans at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are favored by 7.
It's the first Monday night game.
Oh, is it the first one? Hashtag fuck me. Sorry. So the Steelers and Patriots is Sunday night.
Yep.
Okay. Why didn't somebody say so? It's fine.
I'm going for the Saints.
I'm gonna go for the Saints, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints, too.
Heather?
Same. Never lose in the dome.
Yeah, they did last year when they lost to the Rams in the NFC Championship game. Just saying. Because the referee was the 12th man. Hey, I call it as I see it. And then the final Monday night game that I'll probably be in bed long before this game even fucking starts. In fact, I'll be watching Raw. That's how much I don't give a shit about any of these games. The Broncos are at the Raiders, and it's a pick'em.
Oh, jeez.
Going with the Raiders.
I'm going for the Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders. Raiders actually are improved.
I'm going to go with the Raiders, too, although, like, I think the Broncos will probably take this one.
Think so? I don't think the Broncos are going to be that good.
Just from what they just got rid of Brandon Marshall, right? I don't know what's going on in Oakland.
They had a kid. They drafted somebody this last year anyway. Okay.
Yeah, it's Oakland is one of those teams I'm still like questioning it. It's like, have they improved or no?
Yes. I actually watched them.
I think they have improved.
They do look pretty good. Their defense, they've shored some things up on defense. I think they'll be fine. I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs, but I think they're going to be.
I think they could finish 7-9 or 8-8.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. This year, it's going to be one of those years where parity is really going to be at the forefront. I think. I don't think there's any one team that's really going to blow anybody out of the water. The Patriots are sinking back a little bit. The Rams and the Saints aren't. The Rams will be better than they were last year, but everybody in the NFC got better.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's one of those things. So, if anything, the NFC is way better than the AFC in football this year.
I agree.
You're not going to see the run that they had back in the 90s where they fucking won like 15 Super Bowls in a row. You aren't going to see that, but you're gonna see the NFC be pretty dominant here for a few years. You might see an AFC team sprinkled in there winning a Super Bowl, but the NFC is a lot of young teams and a lot of good football teams on it. The Saints are better do so. But I'll tell you this right now: Saints better win it this year because if they don't, they never win it. This is the year to do it. Drew Brees isn't fucking young.
No, I think he's down to 2 more years left for Brees, and I think he'll be done.
Yeah. So we have all the picks in. Like I said, if you want to join the picks, DM Heather at Goonie20, and she will write them down for you, and we will reveal how everybody did. Heather has a chart, and I don't know if you put it in there.
Did not.
She didn't put it in there, but we will reveal it next week with everybody's picks. Okay? I know people in the chat have seen it. So everything that she does, she didn't do these graphics. You didn't do these graphics, right? That came from Coop, right?
Yes.
So the graphics here are from Coop. I want to thank him for that. Heather's the one that sets up the whole setup here, but Coop is the one that did the graphics. I want to thank him. I want to thank Kubbi for letting us use the music. Yeah, it's greatly appreciated. And we'll reveal that. We'll have that showed displayed. The chart that Heather created. We'll display that throughout the show next week, or we'll reveal it right before the picks next week. We'll tell you exactly, and you'll see where you're at with your picks.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
So is there anything else anybody else would like to add?
Well,
Nope,
glad
I'm ready
people-
for
Rayshawn,
football
I need
tomorrow,
your
so.
picks.
Say that again, Heather.
Cody and Rayshawn, I need their picks.
Okay, I just DM them. Rayshawn knows. Didn't he get you his picks?
Did he put them in the chat?
He might have. You might have to check.
I'll message Rayshawn.
No, it's fine. I actually talked to him today.
Oh, okay.
Heather,
Okay.
he was in the chat. But he
Okay.
he shouted out the stream and everything. But yeah, so just DM him or whatever and say, hey, need your picks. He'll get them to you. And Cody can fuck off. I'm just kidding. Cody knows he just get my picks. I'll just DM him. I'll take care of that.
Hey, well, I got to keep my crown for the panel this year as the pick victorious man. But I got to beat Alpha this year in pick.
Say it again.
Alpha won the picks last year, so my goal is to try and.
He didn't win the picks last year, did he?
No.
Uh,
The panel? No, that was JP who won it.
See, I told you.
Oh,
You came in second.
You
though,
came.
too.
You came in a close second.
what? I thought I won.
No.
Oh,
No,
On the panel,
JP won by the.
won, but overall and in the chat, it was Aaron
Aaron.
who won.
Alpha
Ah,
won.
okay, it was an Alpha.
But I'm the man.
Well, that's bogus. I call it bogus.
Me, Ray, Sean, and Coop and Bobbit are doing the fantasy football together this year, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we actually did that. The Horny Goat actually did that. Now next year we'll probably include other people into that. But we just wanted to see how that went this year, so we did it. We'll keep you updated on how that goes. Because
We'll keep you updated on ours, too.
Stop. Basement drafted all questionable fucking players, so I wonder. And he got an A on his fucking draft grade, so I just want to see how that works. Exactly. I got a fucking C and he got an A, and I picked players that actually are not hurt.
Oh my God.
I got a C, too.
So, but yeah, well, just keep us updated how your fantasy thing is going, and we'll do the same for us, and then we'll just have fun with it. I'm doing it for fun. We're doing it
Me
for fun.
too.
So I don't do that shit and I'm still gonna root for my team, so I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
So, and no, I didn't pick all Packers players. I think I picked 2 players. That was it. So, that being said, we're going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for showing up. We'll see you next week, and we'll review what happened in week 1. Maybe if there's any news or notes out there, and then we'll do our picks again. Try and keep it to about an hour or so. We just went a little over, like an hour and 23 minutes, but that's not too bad for a pick'em show. I remember we were doing it at 3 hours. Will you stop?
Yeah,
Damn.
sorry.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was an hour-long picks, so I'm glad we shortened it up. But
Yep, we'll try and keep it to an hour, but. And Sleeping Angels, you can DM me your picks if you want to be involved in this, and I have no problem with that. And that way, you can DM. She has open DMs. DM at Goonie20, or put them in the comments down below, and I'll go from there. Okay, we can do that. But whoever doesn't have them in after this week, we can't add anybody else. We might just do it for fun, whatever. One day, just do the pick. But everybody that has their picks in is part of the kind of like what we did last year.
Standings.
Yeah, what we did last year. So that being said, again, at Goonie20, it's GOONIE20 with the &% sign. Well, that's not. It's the @ sign. And the &% sign is at the @ sign and then Goonie20. Hashtag fuck me. I need to shut fuck.
Yes,
I gotta do another fucking show here in a little bit.
And give her that.
And give her a bath. I'll go do
She
that
doesn't
now.
count.
So, that being said, you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you next week. Have a good night.
All right. Peace. Good luck to you guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. See you later, Sarah.
Are you guys off the air?